Welcome to another episode of Bench Talk. Want to get straight right into it. Chelsea versus West Ham. I can't lie to you, I'm still taking in the whole game. Had to watch it twice to understand what happened. It was definitely a tale of two halves for sure. First half was balling out. I want to dissect it a bit in a moment. Second half, we didn't look like ourselves. But I gotta say, overall, the football was still good, attacking. We had a lot of opportunities in the first half for sure that we should have taken care of, or create better opportunities for sure. And then maybe the second half would have been a bit more comfortable as well for us to finish off the game as well. But overall, the patterns of play are still there. We were still attacking. And what I said from the last week as well is optimism is high still, but these sloppy mistakes we got punished for this game for sure. 100% got punished for in this game, these mistakes. So first half, I thought it was a good first half to be honest with you. We're playing away from home, West Ham, tough crowd, tough stadium. So it's going to be difficult to, it's going to be a difficult game, but we should still get the W for sure. The first goal, sloppy play. First of all, it was Colwell. I know Ben gave him the short pass there, but you either need to clear it or do something better with the ball. For you to kind of mess up the ball there, the next Gallagher gives away the corner because he's trying to keep it in play, and then they score from that corner. Sloppy play, that sloppy play right there. If that's avoided, West Ham not scoring from the set piece. So I was a bit disappointed in that, to be honest with you, the first goal. But then from there, like last week's game versus Liverpool, we started to turn it back up again. So we started to turn up, we're playing, we're pressing. I believe though, a certain man just needs to stop. I'm not gonna stick on no one individually, but a certain man just needs to stop crossing the ball in the air. Stop crossing the ball in the air, because nothing's getting done with it when you do that. So stop doing that. But I thought we just wasn't executing. We had the right opportunities, for example, but he wasn't executing. And I feel like as well, there's a bit of missed time as well with Jackson. He's playing hard, he's playing good, but I don't know, there's just some missed times a little bit, but he's working his socks off, so I can't really get annoyed at him because I think he plays well. And once he gets a goal, he's going to be good. He's going to be good, I can tell you for sure. When we scored, I wasn't surprised, I was happy. Brought it back to 1-1. I mean, jeez. Did you see what Chuck did? He almost broke my man's ankles. Man said, boom. My man from West Ham had to stay in that. His ankles actually almost cracked. That was a mad thing. So I was happy from the first goal. That's the thing I love about this team. The resilience is high. We go down like Liverpool. We're ready to go, and we were pressuring West Ham. We were pressuring them for real, pressure. I was thinking, alright, cool. Then we got the penalty. I was like, yeah, Sterling, that's what I need you to do, bro. Just attack, bro. Attack, bro. Attack. Just do that, bro. So we got the pen. I was happy with the pen. The thing I didn't get was, why did Enzo take it? Till today. Today's Tuesday. I'm still confused why he took the pen, bro. Enzo, why? Enzo, I just beg you. I know you got technique. Yeah, but first of all, Jackson picked up the ball. You came there, you took it anyway, but let your striker get a goal, bro. My man hasn't scored. Let him get a goal, bro. He's the man that you need to feed. So if he misses it, oh well. You know for sure he ain't taking it next week. You know what I mean? He ain't taking it. But bro, you gotta let your striker take that. He's a forward, bro. You're a midfielder. You're a baller, but you're a midfielder. I was surprised. One of the front three needs to be taking that. I don't care what Sterling, Chook, or Jackson, yeah. Someone had to take it, and I just don't get why Enzo took it. Enzo was all rushing to the board, Enzo, bro. Then the way you missed it, broski. But still, after that, before halftime, we still created chances and we were pressuring, etc. But that should be 2-1. Forget about half chances that we created or West Ham playing very good counter-attacking football. I have to give you that. In the first half, the counter-attacking was okay, but they were still countering us. We had the possession, we had the passing stats, we had everything. We had look at the stats, it looks good. But you can see when you watch the game, not just stats, was that we're just missing opportunities to score, or to like make a better pass in the final third, or to make a better decision in the final third. The first half, we could have killed that game 2-3-1, go second half cruising. So Enzo, like I said, come on man, you shouldn't have been taking that pen. No disrespect to you, you're a very good player, you're a baller, but you've got to let Jackson take the penalty. Let him take it. He's new to the club, it's his second game, he hasn't scored yet. Let my man have some confidence, like, come on bro. So hopefully next time when we get a pen, bro, let your forward players get the goals, bro, because you're not going to be banging 15 goals for us from midfield. So let our forwards get the confidence, feel good, and then front three will work harder. When they score the goal, you know he already works hard. Our front three works hard anyway, they work hard. So if they score, bro, it's a human reaction. They're going to even work harder, run harder, chase down balls harder to help you man out as well. So come on bro, you should let him take it. If he misses it, oh well. If he misses it, it's over. But when you miss it, now it's like, why did you take it, bro? So the penalty, I didn't agree with him taking it, and we went into half time 1-1. Should be 2-1. So I thought, just didn't understand what was going on there. I still don't understand what's going on there. Cool. So the first half was good. I thought we needed a bit more aggression though. I don't think it was as aggressive. Like we wasn't bullying or clamping man down like we was against Liverpool. So I get the first game was at home, second game was away. Obviously you might be more up for Liverpool because you see them as a bigger team than West Ham, but I want that clamping aggression to be every game. Like we should have been clamping these men down for sure. So cool, first half was that. Go to the second half now. Again, a mistake for the goal. Like a mistake for the goal. Like we need to deal with that properly. Like we have to deal with that properly, innit? Like you can't let Antonio roll off you like that. Basically bullied you, rolled off you, and then, you know, I thought Cole and them man should ran back faster and harder, innit? Like them man were kind of jogging back and left my man there to deal with him. Antonio shoots the ball from outside the box. I can't lie. Great strike, great goal. So that was a bit disappointing. But again, it was sloppy play. Like that goal should have never happened. Come on, we got to deal with, like, that's the second mistake. 2 mistakes, 2 punishments so far in the game. 2 mistakes, 2 punishments. We didn't punish them for no mistakes so far in this game. So that there, slept from outside the box, you can't do anything better. Now it's 2-1, or 50 something minutes of the game. West Ham are more into it, they're more confident. You can see more pressure, the crowd's into it. You're seeing the bubbles blow everywhere. We are blowing bubbles, like all that BS is going on. I'm getting vexed just watching the game, seeing bare bubbles just blow everywhere. And you can see, like, we was playing attacking football, but like we didn't have the same intensity as in the first half. We didn't have the same we're gonna kill them kind of attitude like we did in the first half. Again, that kind of killed us. We can see why. West Ham was looking more dangerous on the counter attack, and then I thought we got lucky break. Like, oh sugar, they're down to 10 man. They got a red card. I was thinking, all right, cool. Let's go. From that red card to the 92nd minute, I didn't see anything that let me say we're gonna score a goal. Like, I didn't see one thing that said we're gonna score. Like, we're getting in good areas and the attacking football is there, but I'm not seeing opportunities that clear cut, like, oh, we created a chance here, like a proper chance here. Like, I wasn't seeing that, so I was confused. Like, it's 11 versus 10, and it seems like West Ham's even playing better, like doing better counters. Like when they have a chance to counter properly, like take all the pressure, boom, counter. Like I'm thinking from the 60th minute onwards, or 65th minute onwards, basically the last 20 minutes of the game, I was thinking West Ham should not be making it out their own half. So I'm thinking, yeah, we should be creating chances, like pressure. A goal should come. That didn't happen, and it didn't feel like it was gonna come either. So again, that was a bit, as a Chelsea fan, I was a bit disappointed. Like, oh, come on, guys, like we got a break. Let's take advantage of it. We didn't take advantage of it at all. And next, you know, they do another counter attack, and then for their penalty, another mistake. Like, consider, my guy, bro. The tackle, I don't get why he did it. Like, bro, all you have to put your leg out. Like, someone, we should be able to double up a man in that box as well. There's no way, like, we should feel like we need to tackle in the penalty box. Like, we should be doubling up, like, handle that. So, once you give her the pen, I know there's 2 minutes left of the game, but getting a draw, it's a myth. It's mythical. We're not going to get a draw now. And that's game over, 3-1. You can see on his face as well, like, if you go to when we go to the kickoff circle, you can see like, I kind of messed up. Like, come on, bro. Like, they had 10 men, and we're letting them do that to us. Like, so it was a bit of a. Also, we're a young team. I'm still optimistic against the season. I'm still optimistic for the season. I won't lie to you. I'm still optimistic because the football's attacking, and what I said from the last game was we've got the patterns of play which are like attacking. We're keeping the ball. We're moving it. But we didn't do what we needed to do. So yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm happy with the football. It was attacking. We had the patterns of play. So I can't complain about not having the patterns of play. We had the possession. But like I said from the last game versus Liverpool, the sloppiness will kill us. It killed us. 3 mistakes, 3 goals. For the first half we dominated. Second half we didn't dominate as much, but we had, if we would have just took our opportunities and be a bit more killer instinct and more ruthless, that game should have been ours. Chop, 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 done. You get what I mean? So, what can I say? We played hard. I feel very optimistic for Luton next week. Like, we should be slapping them easy, 2-3-0. 2-3-0, that should be easy slapping. We just need our forward players to score. Get the confidence going, especially Sterling. Like Sterling, bro, I need 20 goals from you, broski. I need 20 goals, but we played well. We made mistakes. If we cut out the sloppy mistakes, we'll do better. Because we're playing good attacking football. The defense is solid when it needs to be, but those 3 goals, especially the first 2, like, come on, we need to do way better than that. We need to get up for the game and be ready to play. So that's the only sad thing I've got to say about it. But overall, I'm still optimistic for the season. There's only 2 games in, 1 draw, 1 loss. We're good. There's nothing to panic about. There's nothing to get worried about. Yeah, because we're playing the right brand of football. Or is it now? All we need to do now is just connect the dots, get the flow going. You know, be more ruthless for these opportunities, and then it's a wrap. So that's my thoughts so far. That's my thoughts on the Chelsea game versus West Ham. Away from home, you know, we can do better, but I'm happy. I'm happy with the attack. I'm happy with the play, not happy with the results. Once we get the both together, it's a wrap. The next game, Man United versus Tottenham. That was a game. That was a good game. Man United, I can't lie, the attacking players looked alright, you know. The attacking play wasn't too bad. I believe if Fernandes scores that goal, open header, 35 was about the 35 minute mark. That's a different game. That should be 1-0. 1-0 in the bag. That should be 1-0. So if they score that 1-0, I think it's a different game, more confidence how you play. Man United's defense is not too bad. But with their midfield, I mean, come on, like, I don't think you can play Fernandes, Mount and Casemiro, because for them 3 to play together, I think, or believe actually, you have to have 2 holding midfielders. Because Mason Mount, he's not really an 8 and he's not really a 6. Like, I keep telling people that Gallagher, yeah, it's the baby baby Lampard, baby Lamps. Mason Mount is not baby Lamps. But he puts in work, he runs, but he's not really defending no one when he runs. So like, if you realise, when he plays for England, and he plays that role in midfield, he's having Declan and Kelvin Phillips or someone else hold. So he can run, and he's picking up, when he's defending, he's just picking up the last man, but he's not really a focused defender. And you can see in this game versus Tottenham, like, he wasn't picking up number 29, Saar. Saar will just be doing runs. Fernandes is not going to pick him up. Come on, we know that already. And Saar was picking up. So like Mason Mount is running, doing his 10k, but it was like not for no reason, but he wasn't really picking up no one when they're coming back to defend. So those runs, they took advantage of it. So for me, Man United, the midfield, they've got to figure out if you put Mason Mount on the right instead, or Fernandes back on the right and get someone else in there in the midfield. Because that midfield of them three, like they're always going to get overrun if they keep playing that formation. Especially if Mason Mount doesn't really gather that 6 role or that 8 role properly. Because Casemiro can't do it all by himself. He's not, only can take only 2 people, not Casemiro. So the United game was good for sure. It was a positive outlook. Garnacho started, Sancho came in. Maybe Sancho might get a start soon, or they might switch it up. I personally think they need to start Martial up front, number 9. Put Rashford back on the wing. Like, that's better. Rather than have Rashford as the main striker. I don't believe in that right now. Not with Garnacho and Anthony. I think you gotta take out Garnacho, shift out what's his name, Rashford, and then you get Martial. Give yourself a better chance, because Martial is strong, you know. Martial is strong. He can hold up the ball, he can play. He just gets injured a lot, but he can play. So I think Man United needs to think about that, and then midfield, just figure out that midfield at the moment, because I can't lie, from early in the first half, like Tottenham should have scored. Like Maddison, he played a great game, but in the first 15-20 minutes here, there's a couple final ball passes that he should have made, that should have got through for sure, and Tottenham would have scored. And when he watches the film again, he'll see that. So I feel like Tottenham was dominating, and once they got that first goal in the second half, which they deserved as well, that's it, game's done. The game's done. Their man are ready to take over. Saar scored as well. I personally thought he was the best person on the pitch. The best on the pitch. He was playing that box-to-box midfield role like a G, like a complete G. Man handled it, played it so well, had a great game. Him and Basuma, them two, they are dangerous. It's dangerous right now. And I can't lie, the left back as well for Spurs is playing great. Maddison's playing great. But you can see as well just the change in the culture for Spurs right now. They've just gone back to forget about trying to win the trophy by, like, you know, hiring Conte, Mourinho. You just get a coach or manager that does have philosophy, attacking football, and you can see by the average position on the pitch so far this year is more attacking than last year. More people are going up. People are bombing forward. And also there's not a reliance on Harry Kane. Because remember, Kane was the best player, big H. So they're going to play through him, they're going to make the system more better. Now it's different, it's more open. Everyone can step up. Different style, different team. Like I said, Maddison's there now. Basuma was there last year, but now he can like ease his way in, feel a bit more comfortable, play his football. Same as well when it comes to Saar, he's there now too. So I feel like Spurs personally, like, could be a decent season for them for sure. Might be some ups and downs, but Big H not being there, you know now you don't got to play through him. You can just play your game. There's going to be more attacking football as well. Back to how they were playing probably about what, 5-6 seasons ago when they had Pochettino. So I feel like now Spurs, football-wise, they're looking way better. They're looking more comfortable as well. And in the day, players want to attack. You don't want to be defended all day. You know what I mean? You want to attack, it gives you more confidence. If you know that you're slapping shots against your opponent, then you're more ready to track back. And the team just looks a bit more cohesive as well. It's only 2 games though, but the 2 games have been good so far. I have to give you that when it comes to Spurs. Also, when it comes to United as well, I just feel like that second half just killed them. The second half killed them a lot. Man United, just, if they get one midfielder who can be solid, they'd be good. And I just feel like they scored that first goal, which is a different game. But except for that, they hit the post a couple of times, but they didn't really look like scoring and doing any damage. I'm not too sure like what's the philosophy exactly for United. So they got the win last week, and that's what matters. But this week they got the L. And you can just see in their team, like, yeah, the midfield is a bit dangerous, but not in a good way. Dangerous. So that was an interesting game as well to watch. 2-0 Spurs, well deserved. Well deserved. Then if we move on to the Aston Villa match versus Everton, Aston Villa played how I expected them to play the first game of the season. Yeah, they was on it. Of course, Emery said there's more things for them to improve, etc. But this is what I expected Aston Villa to be, that sleeper team of the season. The sleeper team, 100%. Aston Villa versus Everton, what a good game. Leon Bailey came with the assist and the goal. I can't lie, Everton made probably, 2 mistakes, but they made 2 mistakes. I feel like Pickford should have saved one of the goals. And then the goal for the 4th goal, yeah, you just can't be doing that. Or for throwing. And then, I can't be doing that. But I thought, like you said, Aston Villa played well. They wanted it, played hard. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. For them, it's just more about consistency. And then just seeing as well how they're going to perform throughout the whole year. If they play to their potential, 100%, they can be the sleeper team of the year, in my opinion. They got the players, they got the squad. It's just if they're on it. And in Everton, they just wasn't on it today. So it was a good game, good match. But I told you, my sleeper team is Aston Villa, 4-0. We'll see what they do next week as well. Also, Man City versus Newcastle. I thought it'd be, that's what I kind of expected, City to win. So there's nothing to really dive in too much when it comes to City versus Newcastle. But what I did like was Foden. Foden in that 10 role, yeah, he looks special compared to when he normally plays like, out wide with City. When he played that 10, that KDB role, half turn, boom. Even his assist is like, his half turn, when he gets the ball on a half turn, he's dangerous, His passing, his vision, like, you can see what's different. So like, I can't lie to you, if KDB's out for a while and Foden just perfects that role, it can get very, very, very dangerous. It can get a sticky situation, because that was some good football that he played that year. Foden, he's like, he's got that in him. Now, if he can do that consistently, yeah, he's a neat, tidy footballer. His touches, everything is neat. So like, and he played well, tracking back, going forward, making the right passes. Even the pass to Alvarez for the goal, like, Alvarez ripped it as well. Like, but Foden was looking sweet that game. Harden didn't score, but to be fair, it's not about all the scoring, it's about the movement you make as well. So I thought the whole team played well. City, Newcastle, they had a good first game, but brought down back to levels. They played a decent game, but they never looked like they were going to actually win the game. And that's the thing, they never looked like they're going to win the game. So Newcastle, remember, they got Champions League as well this year. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as a season as people think it will be for them to like even get in top 4 again. So I feel like they're going to be relying to play very well in Champions League, enjoy the experience, and then see how the seasons go. But to lose 1-0 to City, that's no shame. That shows the progress Newcastle's made and how they're getting in there as well, like in terms of just developing as a team and getting stronger and better as well. So I thought it was a good 1-0 game, and this lets you know that City right now, they're on business. They're on business right now. They know they're trying to win that title again and again. So let's see what happens. And the last game I want to talk about is the Monday Night Football game. That was a game, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. I'll be honest with you, I actually want Arsenal to lose. I want Saka to score a goal, but Eze to score a dub. Because right now in the group chat, yeah, I've been getting some corn. in the group chat. I've been trying to smack, and Chelsea lost, so I need the Arsenal to lose so I can try to smack. But they won the game 1-0. Eddie actually missed a chance, to be fair. If he scored that, to be fair, Eddie missed a chance to score the goal, but then he had to get a penalty, so he evened it up. If he scored that goal, that would have been special though as well. If he scored that goal, it would have been special. But they got the job done, and that's what you got to learn from Arsenal now. Now it's about the results. Like, yeah, they're playing the football, and if they don't play well, they know now how to get the W. And that's like a key trait to know as a winning team. Like, okay, we're not playing as super well, but we'll get the W. And that's what happened. They got the W at the end of the day. Eddie missed a chance. I thought, okay, cool, this might be a 0-0. They got the penalty. Odegaard slotted that away. 1-0. Defense stayed solid. And remember, Arsenal went down to 10 men as well, and they were still able to like get the W. Crystal Palace was putting on pressure, but they didn't look like they want to score. And that's I think that's like exciting things to see when it's your team or your manager that, okay, cool, we're down to 10 man versus 11 for a long period of time, and they were threatening the goal, but we wasn't concentrating on the score. To be fair, I thought the 2 yellow cards for him, Tommy Yasu, I thought that was harsh. Like, 8 minutes, gave him a yellow card for time wasting, but Crystal Palace did the same thing earlier on, and they even did it for 7 or 8 seconds longer than him. And then the second yellow, like, gave him a little pull yellow, soft. Like, come on, ref, you gotta. For me, you just give him a warning, like, okay, bro, I gave you a yellow over there for, taking your time. I don't want to book you straight away. I want to book you again for a silly yellow card. Should this game, like, look, I'll give you one more, and you're off. I'm not gonna hold back. So to give him 2 yellows for that, I thought that was absolute, like, I thought it was rubbish. I was thinking, nah, there's no way you can give me a yellow card for that at all. Like, no way. I thought Eze should have had a penalty. I won't lie to you. I thought he should have had a penalty, but they didn't give it as well. But for that game, I have to say Arsenal deserved it. 10 versus 11 men. Crystal Palace, their final pass in the final third just wasn't looking crispy. I thought they could have done a bit more, trying to get some more chances. I know it's hard facing 10 men because obviously everyone's more behind the ball, but I don't know, I just felt like something was missing to really, make it happen. So again, Arsenal, they're showing me a lot right now. I thought they're going to finish about 5th. I might have to change my prediction in Arsenal when it comes to actually. I might have to change my prediction on Arsenal for where they're actually going to finish on the table, because to pull off that win, then last week to pull off a 2-0 win as well. Not 2-0 win, score 2 goals last week as well, score a goal this week and then hold it down with 10 men. Yeah, they're showing now they just know how to collect the W's. And once the team knows how to collect the W's, yeah, that becomes a dangerous team. So I've got to say again, hats off to Arsenal as well. It's only 2 games into the season for all these games, but right now you're starting to see the makeup of the team. Starting to see what teams need what players, what changes need to be made, etc. So I can't lie to you, this Premier League season so far, it's going to be a good one. I can tell you that already for free. It's going to be a good season for sure. Alright, so let's talk about the athletics. I want to start off first with the women's 100 meters. That was yesterday. I can't lie to you, that was a race. At first, when you watch the heats, I'm thinking, damn, like, some heats were slow and some heats were fast. I feel like the first heat was a fast heat, but the second and third was a bit slower heat. You know what I mean? And but when it came to the finals were great. Obviously, sha'carri, she won the finals. To be fair, her qualifying time was fast at 10.84, and she finished 3rd in that race. So, to be fair, in the finals when she ran that 10.65, I was like, yep, she's on it, and you could tell that how she was moving before that finals, that okay, cool, you know what? Cool. I wanted to get an automatic spot for the finals, but I didn't. I'm here. I need to clean up now. You could tell like her level went up another level. Like it motivated her for sure. She was sprinting first. That time was fast. 10.65. Zing, 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 zoom. No joke. Obviously they're saying like now that they beat out the Jamaicans, etc. But we gotta take it. Shirley Ann's 36, turning 37 this year, and she's still keeping up with these young girls, So that's an achievement in itself. Like she's keeping up with them. She's keeping up with them. So I gotta give her credit. Like she's keeping up with them. I feel like sha'carri had a slight advantage though by being in lane 9 compared to like she was like in the middle. Because like if you're in the middle with everyone, obviously all the automatic people can see. Like if they're running, they can see in your peripheral. You can see what's going on. sha'carri's small as well, so imagine she's running. You think you're not gonna see her putting the afterburners on, because her top speed, when she gets there, she maintains it. Like if you see it, and I feel like being in lane 9 like helped a lot, because if she's next to everyone, you can see what's going on. Like you can see, okay, you're there, okay, cool. She did her thing, came in last minute, so she's sitting in that far lane, you can't see her, and I feel like that helped her slightly, because no one can see what she's doing. So like, I thought still it was a banging race regardless. Like she killed it. 10.65. That's quick. She ran it. The 2 Jamaican girls, they still did their thing, and you know what? 10.72 for second place ain't bad. 10.77, that was Shelley-Ann's personal best. So I felt sha'carri needed to win that, because she has been like the hottest prospect for a while. She's been doing a little talk, you know what I mean, etc. So for her to actually win it, I've got to give it to her. I've got to give her flowers. Like she came in, showtime. So ratings of sha'carri, got the gold medal. Just keep it going, pretty much keep it going. And I feel like she's probably one of the ones that can actually break the world record of 10.49 of the female so far. I feel like she can run a 10.4 flat. I feel like she can run a 10.4 flat for sure. And there's definitely gonna be a female who runs 10 seconds for sure in this life. Not in this lifetime, maybe in this lifetime, but I feel like there'll be a female that can hit 10 seconds for sure, like for sure. And with sha'carri, I think she can hit 10.4. So watching that race was great. Seeing what they did, the whole build up to was fantastic, and ratings to all top 3 goals. You know, like that was a good race. It was a great final. It was a fantastic final. Moving on now to the men's 100 meters. Again, great finals. They ran pretty fast. Shout out to Noah for getting first place, but also shout out to our British guy as well, man. Like we gotta shout him out for sure. Like, come on, my guys, we gotta shout out like Zarnell. Got in 3rd place. Like, and he basically got the same time as 2nd place. But if you round it up to like the milliseconds, he missed that by about 0.001. So technically he could have had a 2nd place finish, but Noah, he did his thing. Tibogo got 2nd place, and then Zarnell got 3rd. And I thought he ran a great race, to be unfair with you. He ran a great race, got 3rd place, represented well and strong. And like, the times between them guys are close. It's not like the Usain Bolt era where he was just dusting, man, and he's thinking, I'm training for 2nd place. Like, so I know could be confident going into like the next Olympics or the next event that, okay, you know what, I can beat Noah. You know what I mean? I know what I need to do. So I thought it was a good race as well. 100 meters men, they did their thing for sure. I thought we got 2nd place though. That would be nice, a great feeling. We got 2nd place, but we got 3rd, the bronze, a medal's a medal. So I want to take it. Sprinting, every man was doing their thing for sure, and like it was a great race in my opinion. So I thought the men's 100 meters and the females 100 meters, they both lived up to like the hype, expectation. They're both fantastic as well. And I'm actually excited as well for the future of like, you know, the next big competitions, to see these guys go at it again and again and again. And one more time, shout out Shelley-Ann. Just shout out Shelley-Ann, man. My lady's about to be 37 and she's still keeping up with these young girls. I let them know, like, look, I'm a GOAT. She's one of the GOATs. So I've got to give her credit. When the GOAT's still competing, yeah, she don't need to retire anytime soon. 37, keeping up with that 23-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, like, that's just a lot. That's just a lot for sure. Oh, and the last thing before we go, what I liked as well about the females 100 meters, before we move to topic, is the general shock expression that sha'carri had, you can see that she took in the moment. Like she was like, wow, 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 wow. She was all shaking and everything. So I thought that was fantastic. Like just to see that emotion, like with the time, how she ran it. Like within those 2 heats, she went through a lot of emotions up and down. I was thinking she might not qualify. She qualified anyway. So obviously it's the fastest time we qualified, but you could tell like her not being in automatic places to be in the final, to win the final, and how she won it is like, it's a big thing. She was shaking, so that was amazing as well. Also the last thing, remember that the Athletic Championship ends on the 29th, so it's a short window, but I need to know what's going on with the Dutch people. Like, is there something in your shoes that's making you trip up? Like, what's going on? Like, first it was the 10,000 meter sprint. The girl was leading the race, doing her thing. Oh no, she was looking around too much, but it shows you as well, yeah, keep your eyes on the prize. Mind your business. Yeah, stop looking left, right, see what's going on. Yes, you gotta know, but keep your head on the prize. You're doing all of this, running, you know what I mean, looking, like if you just concentrate on sprint, you're like 30, 40 meters, just finish the race, man. Finish it off, man. Finish off the race, bruh. If she finished it, yeah, it would have been different now. We're different. We got first place, or maybe we got second place. She fell. The girl didn't even clip her on purpose, or I don't think she clipped her. The girl just fell. Just boop, boop, boop. So you go from being able to get a first or second place medal to not getting no medals. Do you know how pissed I would be? And then, like, and then you got hurt. You hurt yourself as well. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, I'll be pissed. All of that work for the last minute to fall down and not even get second or third place, like that is crazy. So I need to know what's going on with the shoes in the Dutch people team, because even by the 4x400 relay race here, mixed, the same thing happened. Like the girls running, doing their thing, near at the finish line, fell. I thought that she felt the pressure, yeah, of that American girl coming behind her, you know. You know, you can see someone ducking you down. She's getting ducked down. She's like, oh, hell nah. Oh, hell no, you ain't gonna get me. Nah, we're gonna get you. Boom, fell. You let your team miss out on the first, second, and third trophy. Like, oh my days. That's a mad thing, you know. That is mad. That is mad. So 2 times the Dutch team should have at least got first, or they had the opportunity to get first because they were that close. But then obviously I feel like the people behind them was going to overtake, and they end up finishing second minimum to get a silver. Both times they got 0. So I need to understand, like, is there something in the Dutch shoes that they're wearing? Is there something in the muscles? Like, they both fell. Both of them fell in 2 separate races. Like, they fell like boop, boop, and near the line. It's where you fell, like near the line. Like, oh my days. I feel so bad for them as well, because you feel like you let down yourself. Remember, you train so hard for this role, so you probably feel like you let down yourself, and you let down your country, and then your head must be bamboozled, like, to fall like that twice. Like, it is what it is, but you know what I mean. So, I mean, Hassan for the 10,000 meters. I mean, that definitely was a disaster at the line. And I thought that should only happen once, and I guess next time, like I said, keep your eyes on the prize. I don't know if she tried to squeeze her out, or she you know, tripped on her leg by accident, but either way, you should just ran the thing properly, and then you would have just, you know, don't get too greedy, and either way, it's your own fault as well what that happened. And then when it comes to bowl as well, by the 4x400 mixed relay, like, again, she just fell. I feel like her muscle must have spasmed, because remember, the Americans, they did run a world record as well. So, you know, when you want it so bad, that's just what happened. But damn, it happened twice, you know, for the same country. That's a mad thing as well. The same country happened twice. They must have felt the pressure. You know, when you feel the pressure, like, things just happen, innit? Your body does stuff when you feel pressure. It's mad. I understand. It's happened to me before. Like, my body's done a mad thing when it's felt pressure. So I didn't even know why I did it. Didn't even know why. So that must happen to them. So That's crazy. That's been crazy. But hopefully, you know, they learn for next time, and you know, it is what it is. You know, you can have a laugh about it. Not right now. You won't laugh right now, but you know, in a month or two, you can laugh about it, and then it is what it is. But yeah, welcome and thank you for coming to another episode of Bench Talk. If you haven't already, subscribe to the thing. Subscribe. Keep watching the videos. If you do, tell a friend to tell a friend, or even tell your ops to tell a friend, tell your family member to tell a friend. No, just tell anyone to tell. Just pass it on. Keep watching. Keep subscribing. Keep supporting. You know what it is. Come with unfiltered talk all the time. Bench talk, and it's your boy. Bow.